Okay, that's a few days away, and it feels like so is this. We've got the NBA in action tomorrow. Game 3 of the NBA Finals tips off. They're in Indiana. You like the Pacers' first quarter money line. Why?
This is the critical game of the series. They stole home court, and it's going to be important for them to lean on that crowd in the first quarter. Also, Tyrese Haliburton and Pascal Siakam were god-awful in the first half. I think Haliburton had only 3 points. So this is kind of correlated right now. I'm going to take the first quarter money line with the Pacers. I think they actually try and come out and take the lead early. Then we get the line to drop. So I wouldn't mind you. I still think Oklahoma City wins the game, but maybe after the first quarter, if they're losing, then bet them live. Speaking of betting live, I like Jalen Williams to go over his second points live. I want people to understand how we're going to do this. If you watch the NBA and watch it closely, SGA plays all 12 minutes of the first quarter. They get Jalen Williams out with about 4 minutes left to go in the first, 5 minutes left to go in the first. He sits the quarter, and then he starts the second quarter. SGA, go look at, there's a really cool website called popcornmachine.net. And you can look there for the NBA and look at game flows. So if you look at the game flow for game number 2, you can see that Jalen Williams came in about a 4-minute and 53-second stint, was a +9, 204 from the floor, 7 points. And then he played the last 341. But go look at SGA. SGA came in at the 7:06 mark of the second quarter. You want more? I got more. Go to the second quarter. Where SGA, he sat the first 6 minutes, about 5.5 minutes of quarter number 2. You go to even the last round. That is another spot. So you got it. A way that you can beat the market is live, is if you know substitution patterns of coaches. Dagnall is dead serious every time. Unless he's in foul trouble, 12 minutes SGA, Williams sits the ending part of the first quarter, then he goes in the beginning of the second quarter, SGA then sits. It's generally Jalen Williams and Chet Holmgren coming together at the end of the first quarter. I like to look at Jalen Williams. You have to wait for the quarter to end and look at the second quarter props. He should be able to get up and over it.
Is there a certain number for Williams that you'd be targeting?
As long as it's like 5, 4.5, 5.5, that's what I would look at. If it's something crazy like 7.5, I wouldn't touch it. But if it's around 5.5, 6, 4.5, 5.5, that's what I would look at to see if he can go ahead and get that going then.
And then Haliburton over 4.5 points in the first quarter. Mr. Dream came on yesterday to talk about this. He had the same play. Haliburton coming out saying he has to be more aggressive early on. How much are you concerned about this lower leg injury?
Okay, a little bit, but here's the thing, and I don't know what Dream talked about, but here is my background as a coach. I saw something in the fourth quarter that I did not see in the first 3 quarters. It took Haliburton off the ball. It was kind of the Brunson effect where Tibbs took Brunson off the ball. Here's why. The way he tries to get down, right, low and go off people. If you're a strong defender, you can bump him off if he has the ball coming up the floor. So what you do is you put him off the ball, you set a screen, you get a dribble handoff, and you get him on the run, typically going to his right. You watch that fourth quarter, you bring it up, he made about a couple of floaters, 2 or 3 floaters in the fourth quarter based off of that dribble handoff coming off the ball. So even if you look at the first possession or 2, if you see Nembhard bringing the ball up the floor a little bit, that's a sign that they're putting him off the ball. I would look at that over first quarter at 4.5 at FanDuel because it is plus money.
Lastly, I know you have to go Thunder live bet. If they're losing, is this spread or money line?
I would just go, listen, I think they're winning game 3. I think game 3 is a closer game. I do think the series is not going to go more than 5. I think they're going to win the next 3. I think it's going to be close game 3, a little bit bigger in game 4, destruction in game 5. Oklahoma City knows that they have to play 48 minutes versus Indiana. Indiana will play from the lead early on. Oklahoma City really good in the second half, particularly in the third quarter coming out of the locker room like gangbusters. Oklahoma City start, if Oklahoma City is losing at the end of the first quarter, it's going to probably drop that line to about 2.5 or less. Jump in money line with the Thunder. Thunder will take it the rest of the way.
Coach James Young, I know you have to go on dad duty, but as always, we love having you on. I know we're going to have you on again very